Hey Ryan, hey Terry Bradley here, simpleswingthoughts.com, and here is your swing analysis video. And as you can see, I have you at the on the top here, your top two swings, and I've got two PGA pros down here at the bottom now. Of course, these PGA pros at the bottom are right-handed, and I see you're a lefty, which is not a problem. Um, so let's get right into it. Now, I like a lot of things about your swing, Ryan, and I'm going to take the front view now. I see these are two different swings as far as two different videos because you have different clothes on. So I'm just going to assume that your front view is the same as your down the line view on your swing. So let me start here with the front view and sort of give you what I think is going on here. Like I said, there's a lot of good things going on with your swing, Ryan. And one thing I like is when you take the club uh, back to here, I like that arm extension. I like the way that V is set up like the Bermuda Triangle, as I call it on my website. Excuse me. And I like the way you extend that shaft on line. That's great position right here. Um, as you come to the top, I like that shoulder turn. I like the way the club is just at parallel. I like the straight right arm. I actually have a straight left arm in my swing, and it's really beneficial if we can take some bend out of our arm so we can just drop the club, and that's what you're doing here. I like the way you come down into the ball. You drop your arm straight into the slot here. I like the way the club face, the butt of the club is right on the ball, and as you come through, I like the way you I like the way your hands are over the ball as your club is lagging behind. I like that. And as you come through, I like the way you keep your head down. I like the way you extend through the ball. I like this extension right here. In fact, I wish I had that kind of extension through my arms, except I got some elbow issues with my swing that I'm working on as far as a stiffer right elbow for me. But uh, that's great position right here on the extension, and your follow through is excellent. Now, if I could, I'm going to step you back here and give you a few pointers that I think we can make this swing even more efficient. Okay. Now, on your front view again, if you notice down here at the bottom, you see how it's set up down here on this PGA Pro. You see how his arms are a little more out in front of him. You see how his arms are extended down more. You see where yours is kind of your elbows are kind of bent here at address. Not a big issue, but if you could extend those elbows down and have your arms more in front of you, what would happen is you see when you take that back, you get them in position here. Excellent. But on the takeaway, though, it's sort of a wasted motion to have to extend your arms here, whereas you could already have them extended down here. And as you take it away, you see how the pro down here, you see how he takes it away real nice. You see, there's no movement in his elbows, where even though you're addressed real good here, when you take it back, you have to extend your elbows. So you see that little extension? You have to push your arms in a little bit. You could eliminate that with more extension on your arms here at address. Um, and that's basically all I see on your setup. Now, as far as your legs are concerned, uh, you're a little wide on the base, that's not a problem. But I think that when we get over into this video, I'll show you how you could probably be a little more upright instead of not so slouched over at address. But other than that, that's great. Now let's move over here to the down the line view. Um, again, I love your extension again on your swing. I love this position here. I love how you come off the ball. I love that extension right there. I love where the shaft, the club head is still outside your hands all the way up until you get to your parallel position, which is right here on your line. Again, I like the way you come to the top. When you get to the top, I like the way you come down where the butt of the club again is right on the ball, and then you get a great position here. I like this position here, and then you hit through the ball really well, and the shaft extends through your follow through. Um, Good positioning there. Now there's one thing again now on the setup, and I'm just sort of going by what's over here too. We could take some motion out of your swing and make you even more efficient, Ryan. And here's where we would start. You see how far over you're leaning. You see how your head is really down here over your toes here. You see how your shoulders, when I bring the club straight, you see how your shoulders are over your toes. Okay, we could get you a little more upright. And let me see. I wish I had a down the line view. Let me see if I have a down the line view of another player, Ryan. Hold on just a second. Okay, let me take Camilo Villegas right here real quick. Okay, and I'm going to show you this real quick because this would really make your swing more efficient. Now you see how Camilo's, we're going to catch him over the ball. Okay, so at address, I want you to see this, Ryan. You see at address, you see how his shoulders, let me move the scrub line up here. Okay, you see how his shoulders are over his knees and his knees are pretty much over the balls of his feet. You see how more upright he is right there? That's where we want to get you, okay? You see how you're a little more slumped over? You keep great balance during your swing. We could just make the swing a little more efficient as if your shoulders are back here and it would track over your knees and your knees would track over the balls of your feet like Camilo down here. But other than that, that's basically all I see. Now, as far as the grip is concerned, I know you've been looking at simple swings. Don't know if you've been practicing the leverage release grip, but your posture, your centered swing spine is almost flawless in terms of you coming back. Now, one more issue that you could probably work on to get you even more power, Ryan, and I'm going to go to your video up here, your front view. Notice how you go back. I want you to notice your head position. You see the ball, you see your head, you see how your head's a little forward of the ball, just a little bit. If your head was back here, Brian, if your head was right here, the centrifugal force that you would get through your swing would be amazing because you have great extension on your arms. You drop the arms beautifully into the slot, but you see how your head begins to move a little forward of the ball? You're losing a lot of power when you do that. You're losing a lot of effortless power when you do that. So put that head back here a little bit at address. Keep it back there behind the ball. Go to simple swings again. Look at the impact positions on my videos. And what will happen is as you come into the ball, I'm going to move you forward here. You see how now you're really ahead of the ball? Okay, again, your head needs to be back here. And as you come into the ball at impact, you keep it down nicely. You keep it where it needs to be, but it's just a little too far ahead. You're losing a lot of power here in this in this right arm of yours. Yeah, as a lefty, yeah, in that right arm of yours, you're losing a little bit of power, a little distance in that. So if you could, again, at address, set your head back here, keep it behind the ball, and what would happen is you would feel a lot more power coming through. And that would actually help your hips rotate a little bit more so you can get a little more leverage going back from your hips and your right knee, okay? But again, overall, great swing. Just work on your posture, maybe a little more upright like Camilo. Keep the head behind the ball a little bit. You'll feel more power, more leverage coming through. Love the extension, though. I could just imagine how far you could hit it if that head was behind the ball so you can get even more power behind it. But overall, great swing. Now, Ryan, what I want you to do is work on this. Send me some more videos, preferably the same swing if you can with these adjustments, if that's what you want to do. And we'll go from there. And I would love to see how far you're hitting it, not only with your irons, but with your driver. But let me say this. When you're going through some minor swing changes, always stick with your irons. Always stick with your wedges and your 9 irons and your 8 irons just to get it into muscle memory. And then we can move to the driver. Wouldn't want you to jump to the driver right away with these swing thoughts because, like you with a good swing, the driver is the hardest club to hit when you're making some minor swing changes. So just keep that in mind, okay? Until then, keep teeing them up, hitting them straight. Be looking for our mobile app. It's going to be out shortly. It's going to be amazing in terms of what we're going to be putting on our mobile app, not only in swing and analysis, but in travel, all that kind of stuff we're going to add together in our mobile app. So be looking for that. And look for your feedback, Ryan. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on my blog. I'm going to put it on a blog post. I'm not going to post it publicly, but I'm going to put it on a blog post, send you the link, and then me and you can converse. We can talk on the blog post comments at the bottom. Okay? Again, Ryan, thanks for your swing. Let's keep teeing them up, hitting them straight, and I'll talk to you soon.